very pleased to introduce our guest artist this evening, who's come all the way from the Uttarakhand Himalayas in the north of India, and his name is Mr. Bhartwan. We've spent a few weeks together. He came about 3 weeks back to Cincinnati. He's been working with our students for 3 rehearsals, and in between we've done a tour of about 5 universities in the Midwest, and also University of Oklahoma, went to University of Kentucky, Oberlin, Dayton, maybe 1 or 2 others I'm forgetting, and had a wonderful time. This is also, we're both very proud because this is the first time that that this music is being presented in North America, this traditional music from the mountains of northern India. So for both of us, and I think especially for Pritam ji and his entire community in India, everyone is watching this and really looking at this as a historical event. So I'm very proud that we're able to make this happen here at this campus. Pritam ji is a ritual healer in the Himalayas, a hereditary drummer, singer, and a big star, a big recording artist who is known by every member of this region of 10 million people in India. And so we want to give him a very warm welcome.
मैं आज बहुत प्रसन्न हूं कि जिस प्रदेश की, जिस भूमि की ढोल की थाप और भगवान शिव की हुड़की की थाप पे 33 कोटि देवी देवता प्रसन्न हो जाते हैं, जिनसे हमारी बातचीत होती है, वार्तालाप होता है देवी देवताओं से। भारतवर्ष के उत्तराखंड को देवभूमि कहा जाता है, और आज सिंसिनाटी यूनिवर्सिटी के आप लोगों के सम्मुख प्रस्तुत होने में मुझे बहुत हर्ष हो रहा है, और मैं आप सब लोगों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ।
He wants to see if I can remember all of that. He wants to basically, he's very pleased to be here in front of all of you on this very auspicious occasion. By the way, happy Diwali to all of you. And he wants to tell all of you that this region he comes from is called Devbhumi. It's the land of the gods, and that all of these various traditional folk instruments come from Lord Shiva, and it's written about in the Puranas and all of the texts from this region. And by playing and by getting the blessings of all the gods, he is very pleased and wants to share that with you. I'm paraphrasing, but we'd like to just now present some rhythms of invocation that would be played. What you just heard, of course, was an auspicious song that could be performed at many different kinds of occasions. And we're going to play, all of us now, some of these rhythms that could be played also before any kind of auspicious occasion. The next item would be a very short excerpt performed during a ritual that could last 8 or 9 hours through the night. It's a possession ceremony. As I mentioned, Pritamji is a hereditary healer, and this is a land of 33 million gods and goddesses, and it's a very auspicious and very, very pure terrain where lots of gods and goddesses dwell. And one particular ritual could be specially dedicated to one particular god, although many might appear on that occasion. And so what we're going to present here is an excerpt from a jaga for the great king and god Goril. Goril was a king from over 1,000 years ago, a great king of this region, who after he died became a god. And he's especially worshipped as a god of justice. Whenever any injustice takes place, people they write letters and attach it to his temple and send with that their wish that this betrayal, this injustice. Yes, and with their prayers, this is answered by Godal Devta at this occasion.
This is the instrument of God Shiva's instrument, hurka. Goril Devtas. जय धरती माता तुम देवता चंद्र सूर्य पवन पानी वायु और विसंधिरी भूमिका भूम्याल माटिका माटिया तुम कौन मोरवा प्रथम प्रथमे उमाकार को धुआकार को बई करतार को सृष्टि करतार को या सबराई को का सबराय आसबराई को का सबराय को श्री सूर्यमल को दुधराय को यज्ञराय को तसराय को कंसराय को बराराय को गोवीपाल को पृथ्वीपाल को सिलराय को आलराय को झालराय को भेवनिनी गौरिया तख्त रानी गौरिया इष्ट देवता कुल रुमा जुमा बाली संध्या झूले गया रुमा जुमा संध्या झूली गया ये धारू डोले दिना तेरो प्रभु गदन छाया पुराणी को दिना मेरा प्रभु पुराणी निविया ये कुल को त्या बतावलो मेरू डोलिया रे राजा हे देवता कुल का देवता देख दो पूर्ण को दिन पुराणी वेगे बुढ़ा झालराय करे मारा देख दो अरे बुढ़ो झालराई 80 को वृद्ध वेगे बुढ़ो झालराई 80 को वृद्ध वेगे की साख संतान नहीं हुए अरे बूढ़ो झालराय वेगे 80 को बेरादा ये डाडो की शिकारी जानो गाडो की आयड़ो ये बूढ़ो जानो राय जानो डाडो के आयड़ो सीतला को करे वली माता का नारा ये कलंदरा बेवो ये लो मेरो झालो राय ये कलंदरा का वेन बगाए उजिंता पालेगा ये माता कलंदरा हे अर्धे का देख दो उजिंता पाली गोरिया कलवानों का वेगन पाल गिर लेगा और देख दो गोरिया कलवानों का गिर लेगा और पंचों को निशाब करन पात भाड़ी निशाब करन गढ़ चंपा होती का राजा देवता मानी ठाकुर बाली संध्या वे गया मेरा प्रभु गढ़ चंपायोते गढ़ चंपायोते वे गे गढ़ चंपा ये तेरा वही जो मेरो कुल को दे बता राधेना बेजेल मेरा कुल का दे बताए एक देवता नीति लो पूजी पठोलो मेरा देव तो अरे पाई से चालू की दिया मेरा बागना तदेवे लीला देव तो तुड़ बुढ़ा चाले ये देना वे जली मेरी सकला भवानी गण देवी भवानी सकला भवानी गरजा भवानी गरज ये माता 12 बरस तेरो मैं थोड़ू जुड़ी गे सकला भवानी घर देवी भवानी ये माता 12 बरस तेरो मैं थोड़ो जुड़ी गे वैभव भेजोलो वैभव भेजलो
घर देवी भवानी घर देवी भवानी
ये 6 महीना की कन्या बोली मसाणो बेवाले
घर देवी भवानी
ये बड़े मासरे की कलवा पेट को बैरागी
घर देवी भवानी
ये देना वे जल मेरो कुल को देवता
घर देवी भवानी
ये देना वे जल मेरो कुल को देवता
घर देवी भवानी घर देवी भवानी
ये देना वे जल मेरो कुल को देवता
घर देवी भवानी घर देवी भवानी
ये नदी की बुलोल बुली पूज की पठोलो
घर देवी भवानी घर देवी भवानी
ये देना वे जल मेरी सकला भवानी
घर देवी भवानी घर देवी भवानी
ये 6 महीना की कन्या बोली मसाणो बेवाले
घर देवी भवानी घर देवी भवानी
ये देना वे जल मेरी सकला भवानी
घर देवी भवानी घर देवी भवानी
ये देना वे जल मेरा कुल का देवतों
घर देवी भवानी घर देवी भवानी
ये नदी की बुलोल बुली पूज की पठोलो
घर देवी भवानी घर देवी भवानी
ये देना वे जल मेरी गौरजा भवानी
घर देवी भवानी घर देवी भवानी
ये देना वे जल मेरी सकला भवानी गण देवी भवानी
घर देवी भवानी घर देवी भवानी
सकला भवानी गण देवी भवानी गौरजा भवानी गण देवी भवानी गौरजा भवानी गण देवी भवानी गौरजा भवानी गण देवी भवानी धन्यवाद थैंक यू
The next thing we'd like to present is the rhythms in placement or communicative rhythms that are at one time were very popular throughout the mountains, locating where especially people would move in wedding parties. Let's say a party was moving from the bridegroom's village to retrieve the bride and bring her back. The dhol and the damal are two drums that would lead this wedding party, and they were very important for communicating where exactly, let's say in the dark, a group was, informing the next village, maybe several kilometers away. They could hear these drum beats, and it was through the rhythm it would communicate. It could communicate how many people were in the party. It could communicate also what kind of terrain they were moving on. So we're just going to demonstrate 3 of those rhythms for you. One that shows people moving along a flat path. One for people moving on a downhill path. And the third one moving uphill. So just show you those 3 in order. to just do two short items that would be played also around weddings, but not exclusively around weddings. It could be different kinds of festivals when a lot of people from these dole playing communities, this is the dole, this is the damao, the small kettle drum that accompanies it. And the people, the communities that play this are often quite spread out. There might be one family or two families in a village that plays these instruments. But there are occasions when they get to meet, and often those are weddings within the higher caste people that live in the villages. When one marries another, as I mentioned, the parties will go, the barat, so to speak, the wedding party that goes to bring the bride, will take their own dole players to play their drums. And they'll meet then the dolis, the drummers from the other village. And there often will be these competitive kinds of environments where they get to show what they're made of, show their stuff, so to speak. So we're going to show you two items, the shabad and the pensara, that are both of this competitive nature, or can be. They're also very improvised genres within this dole-playing music.
पैसारा एक ऐसी विधा जो उत्तराखंड हिमालय में बहुत प्रचलित है, जिसमें बहुत कुशल, अत्यंत जानकार कलाकारों का, जानकार दास और जी जो इस काम को करते हैं, जो बहुत उच्च कोटि के, बहुत टॉप क्लास के प्लेयर होते हैं, वो ऐसा करते हैं.
This pensada, this next item, is actually very rarely performed and not known by any except the very best and highest class of performers among this community of drummers. This is just a small example of a pensada, but they would often go on for hours at a time and be highly impository and competitive also. We're going to play now another rhythm of invocation, this time using the larger drums. You can tell these are outdoor drums, and they sound quite loud in this room. The earlier instruments we were playing would be played for indoor ceremonies, so that's the distinction here. This will be followed by a jagar, another version of a jagar that will be performed in honor of Devi, the goddess, following this duyal, or rhythm of invocation, that we will all be playing.
Now I present Jagar of the Devi. The prayer for the God and goddess, and in invocation for the goddess. Now I am presenting Devi Jagar, very Devi's 9 Swarup, and very traditional Jagar of Devi. देवी महामाई आदिशक्ति आदिकुमारी सत्येश्वरी ब्रह्मा विष्णु संबोधिते देवी महामाई जलमदे थर्मदे दैता धारणी नारसिंही भवानी फरसरामी जय याद शक्ति याद कुमारी शक्तेश्वरी ब्रह्मा विष्णु शंभो त्रिदेवी त्रिलोक जननी महादेवी महामाई भगवती याद शक्ति याद कुमारी शक्तेश्वरी महामाई सुरकंडासुरी चंद्रवती कुंजापुरी महामाई इष्ट देवी भगवती धारणी नारसिंगी भवानी इष्ट देवी रिद्धि सिद्धिदायिनी भगवती महामाई संगणी छाया छलन दूर करने वाली भगवती मेरी राज राज सोरे छमाया जय माया मेरी राज राज सोरे जोग माया अरे तू तो हवेली ज्वाला पर चाकी पूरे भगवती जगदम्बा देवी माता न्युति का भूलो लो माता पूजी का पाठो लो मेरी अम्बा शक्ति समुद्रो अवतार हुए माता महामाई भगवती न्युति का भूललु ज्वाला पूजी का पाठल मेरी अम्बा अरे अपनी माता को मैं माननो मनोलो माता को मैं माननो मनोलो मेरी माँ भगवती जगत बंदिनी महामाई इष्ट देवी जय करते जगदम्बे माता नमो ब्रह्मांड सुंबरों से बजाता नमो नाद वेद ब्रह्मांड रानी भगवती मातुका पंच कल्याणी सुगंधासुरी पराजगत मेरी माता ऊंचा हाथों आगड़े मंदिर बनो दे ये ऊंचा हाथों आगड़ा माता मंदिरा बनो दे मेरी अम्बा चौदह मेरी अरे दानपू को दल पहुंचे ऊंचा धोला गेड़े अरे ऊंचा धोला गड़ा वाले राज राजा सोरे मेरी माता मंदिर घेराले माता वे जब कराल मेरी तू जसी लेली माता हम जसा दिले ज्ञाना जगोलो जयमाला जगोलो थैंक यू धन्यवाद
Thank you all. Our last item will be a medley of dance songs that will be commonly performed by everyone in a village festival, for example. A lot of the things you've seen thus far are more specialist kind of repertoire that only people who play in the drumming community and so on would know. But these last items are just sections of dance songs that could last a very long time. And we're throwing together 3 different genres from 3 different parts of the mountains. One thing interesting to note about these melodies is that as you go higher and higher in elevation, you find that the melodies get shorter and shorter. There's less oxygen, right? The higher you go. Also, the space in which the dances take place gets smaller and smaller. There's less plain area for a person to dance. So that's one of the things you'll notice about a lot of these movements is they tend to be circular and contained in a small space, and the melodies also tend to be very repetitive and short. But you can still have a lot of fun with very few notes. Right?
ओहो तेरो बेवण्या झुटवे गाई मेरा दगीड़ा हिट ओहो सरजी कोटा ढिलवे गाई लाल बाण दे पिट तेरो बेवण्या झुटवे गाई मेरा दगीड़ा हिट ओहो सरजी कोटा ढिलवे गाई लाल बाण दे पिट आहा तेरो बेवण्या झुटवे गाई मेरा दगीड़ा हिट ओहो सरजी कोटा ढिलवे गाई लाल बाण दे पिट ओहो अतल बसंती ठाड़ा जायोला दोबारे घमा घम आहा तेरा मैं तकी गिली सड़का हिटले घमा घम अरे बोले घ्यो काट्या गिवाड़ा मां सेरा काट्यू चिलो अरे मैं यार पा देव भर के कितों का डेरा भेजलो अरे मैं यार पार देव भर खेतों का डेरा में हिलो अरे समझ नहीं सकियो किले वे हिलो आहा जो बने आयु चित्ते परा हिटले घमा घम आहा सरजी कोटा ढिलवे गाई लाल बाण दे पिट सरजी कोटा ढिलवे गाई लाल बाण दे पिट ओहो सरजी कोटा ढिलवे गाई लाल बाण दे पिट ओहो तेरो बेवण्या झुटवे गाई मेरा दगीड़ा हिट आहा चल बसंती डाड़ा जायोला दोपहरी घमा घम आहा तेरा मैं तकी गिली सड़का हिटले घमा घम बोले काटी जालू बांजी भारी ले मोर की अरे जय पापड़ी पर भी दिल योंदो सवे जादे और की अरे बोले भार ले बाजा पू बटो ले मोर की जय पापड़ी पर भी दिल दो सेवे जाने और की हाँ सेवे जाने और की अरे बोले सेवे जानी और की आहा खिल खिली है सीजा बसंती दांतों दिखे दे दोपहरी घमा घम आहा जल बसंती डाड़ा जायोला दोपहरी घमा घम ओहो सरजी कोटा गजमाला ताकुली को कासो मेरी गजमाला गजमाला ताकुली को कासो मेरी गजमाला गजमाला ताकुली को कासो मेरी गजमाला मेरी गजी प्रीत लाड़ा कोरे मेरी गजमाला गजमाला तू करी दे सासू मेरी गजमाला गजमाला ताकुली को कासो मेरी गजमाला
lot of choice, I guess, but you did wonderfully learning that dance, and there's much more where that came from. I want to just mention that Pritamji has brought many of his CDs. He's a very prolific recording artist. He has 54 albums from this part of North India, and he's brought many of them. If anyone's interested in purchasing, they're just $5. They would play in a DVD player, and although they're not DVDs, they're VCDs, but they would play just fine in DVD players, and they give you a chance to see some of the commercial music from this region. If you're at all interested, please come up, and we have them up here. I want to thank especially our students. I want to thank Jim Feist again for a wonderful tabla solo demonstration at the beginning. Our students who put in extra effort. They only had 3 rehearsals to learn all of this, so they did an incredible job. And especially want to thank Pritamji for coming and blessing all of us and giving us a glimpse of his talents, which are extraordinary. तो मेरा गुरुजी है तो बहुत बढ़िया लगा. So, we have some small items to give him. For you, John and Jordan, I would just like to present him with some flowers and also some University of Cincinnati sweatshirt, hat, and a little flag to put in his wall in India. Thank you all. Have a good evening.
धन्यवाद, नमस्कार, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, थैंक यू.